y'all, welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. As you guys can see, I have a set here. Okay, we are building my first pretty large set. I've been building Lego for a couple months now, but this is like my first pretty big set. And we're building it on my YouTube channel because I want to start dedicating my larger sets to YouTube. My smaller sets can go on TikTok, Instagram, but my big sets, I want to start doing big set building videos, but here on my channel, especially because I need to lock in and post more on my channel, you guys. If you have been following my YouTube channel, then you know I have been posting on this channel honestly since probably high school, but I've been very inconsistent. I will post videos, I will delete my videos. That is very much me, because the last video on my channel, if you go to my older video, that was back in college, but I've been posting since before then, but I just tend to delete a lot of my YouTube videos. But I do want to start getting more consistent with posting on this channel and just being more consistent with my content, because even Instagram, I don't really post a lot on Instagram, so I'm trying to do better and post more on my channels. But welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be building. So for those of you guys who have been following this YouTube channel for a while, then you probably don't know that I have recently got into Lego building. It is a new hobby that I have acquired and I am really loving it so far. And if you are someone that's been following me from TikTok, you've been watching my Lego content, then welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mia. So today we're going to be building the Pac-Man set. I'm so excited for this set. This was a birthday gift to myself, the queen, and we're going to be building her today. So excited. Now, first things first, I'm sorry if I sound a little disgusting. I am just now kind of getting over a cold, so I'm slowly starting to feel a little bit better. But we are going to be building this. I am kind of starting this a little late in the day. I can't even lie. It's 4:16 p.m. So we're not going to build the entire set today. I'm thinking over the next couple of days, I think I'm gonna give myself 3 days to fully complete this set. I know I can build this in one sitting, but like I said, it's kind of late in the evening. Tomorrow I do have to work, so I'm thinking we should be completely done with this set hopefully in about 3 days. So I'm really excited because we are going to be starting the set today. I thought it would be really cool to build this set and do a little get to know me and talk a little bit about myself, because I've never done a get to know me video on this channel, nor have I done one on TikTok, which is where a lot of my followers typically see me, because I'm more active on TikTok. I'm not as active over here or on Instagram. So, and I've never done a get to know me, so I thought it would be really fun to do one today in this video. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I don't really have any questions that I'm going to be specifically answering. I'm just going to be kind of talking a little bit about me, where I'm from, who I am, just a little bit about me so you guys can get to know me a little bit more. But before we jump right into this video, make sure you guys are following me on all of my socials. I am the most consistent on TikTok, you guys. I am very active on TikTok. I post pretty much every single day on TikTok, so you guys should follow me over there. Follow me on Instagram. I do have 2 Instagrams. You can follow my hobby page and also my personal page, so make sure you guys follow me over there. Okay, so before we get into this set, let's talk a little bit about some of the set details. So this is the Pac-Man Arcade. It is 2,651 pieces. On the back, oh my gosh, I'm really excited. I'm so excited. So on the back of this set, we have, hopefully y'all can hear me because I don't really like wearing the mics on my shirt. I can't even lie. I hate wearing them on my shirt. I kind of like to hold them, but we can't hold it because we gotta be building. But what really gravitated me towards this set, because honestly, I was never really attracted to this set. Not because I didn't like it. I just was that's cool, but I don't think I really want it. But over time, this set was just growing on me. And I was like, I think I want that Pac-Man set. I think I want it. Then I actually went to the store to go buy it. And then when I went to the Lego store, they had the Disney castle. So I had to buy the Disney castle. And then I was like, I'm gonna come back for the arcade. And then I ended up getting it for my birthday. So it does have a light brick, which is really cool. It does have some Easter eggs in the back of the machine, which I am so excited for. So this is gonna be really fun. This is gonna probably be my biggest build so far, I think. So yes, finally. Now, I have a lot of sets, you guys. I do have a lot of big sets. I have a lot of just sets in general. My entire backlog lives under my desk. So I have a desk, it's like an L-shaped desk, and under my desk is where my backlog exists. I keep all of my sets under here because I don't have like a closet or anything to put them in, so they just live under my desk. So I have a lot of sets under my desk, but I also have a lot of sets on the top of my bookshelf. If you, let me see if I can show y'all. Y'all see all those sets up there? I have so many like larger sets right there, and that's not even all of them. That's not even all of them because I still have a couple other sets that are like leaned up against my wall. But I do have quite a lot of sets, and I'm trying to like push through my backlog. But the only reason why I have been so like picky about what I'm building is due to the fact that like I live in an apartment, y'all. I live in an apartment, okay? The apartment that I currently live in, I don't like this apartment. I don't like living here. It's a nice apartment. I just don't like the building, the management company, all that kind of stuff. And I'm trying to move. I'm just trying to figure out what that's going to look like because I really want to buy a house, but I'm trying to figure that kind of stuff out. So I currently am not in a rush to build my larger sets. As much as I want to build them, I'm not rushing because I don't want to have to transport some of these big sets. Now this set I was like kind of okay with because I feel like to transport this would be pretty easy compared to like the Avengers Tower, you know what I'm saying? So that is kind of why I don't really build any of my larger sets. My smaller sets, I typically will build them, but I'm very picky about what I build. So my backlog doesn't exist for like no reason. It's not like I just buy Lego sets and they just sit around. It's really just because of my living situation. I'm trying to be very cautious of what I'm building. I'm hoping that whenever I move, I can have a whole room dedicated to my Lego because right now my boyfriend and I share this room. So it's like a shared hobby room. So I have this side of the room that has like all of my hobbies, and then he has that side of the room that has all of his hobbies. So hopefully I can get a room in my next home where we can have more space. I can actually get shelves because right now all of my Legos exist on my bookshelf, and I have books on this shelf. I have like all my other collectibles and Lego, and I'm running out of space. Like I have 2 floating shelves here, but ain't nothing fitting over there. So I'm running out of space. Like I could probably invest in maybe getting one more bookshelf to go over there, or maybe like a shelving over somewhere over there. I don't know, but I'm chatting. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start building. The only thing that kind of sucks is I don't have my iPad. I'm an iPad girly through and through, but I use my iPad to use the Builder app. I feel like that's what works the best for me when I am building, and I don't have her because I left her at my mom's house, and my mom lives over an hour away from me. So I don't have it right now. And the Lego Builder app is not working on my phone. I don't know why it's not working. I deleted the app, re-downloaded it, everything. It's not working on my phone. So we're gonna just use the instruction booklet, which is totally fine. I will just have to scan all the books for my points a little bit later. I did just film a video yesterday of me building this Minecraft skeleton. I had a lot of fun. So we're just going to be stacking all of our booklets just over here on the side as I build until I get my iPad back. But I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and get this open, get the bags counted so that we can get started. All right, guys, so we're going to switch up the angle a little bit. I'm going to put you guys kind of like a little further back so that you can see the table a little bit. I will angle it down in a second. So I just laid out all the bags. I put the bags on the floor. Normally I lay the bags out on my desk, but in this case, I'm putting them on the floor because we're only going to do a couple of bags today anyway. We're not going to be building the whole set. But in total, there are 14 bags, but there's technically a little over 14 bags because there's like 3 bags that are labeled number 3, 3 bags labeled number 8. So there's definitely quite more than 14 bags. But we have all the bags laid out on the ground. I do have bags 1 already on the counter. I'm thinking we'll do bags like 1 through 5 or 1 through 6 today. We'll see. And then we also have this baggie and these 2 as well. Now I did hear that this set has some Technic elements to it. So that's another reason why I don't know if we'll get all the way to bag 6. We'll see. But I feel like with a Technic, because I recently did just build a Technic, I really like to use the Builder app for that. But we'll see. We'll see. But we do have both bags of one. I'm going to also open up the instruction booklet. I always keep my organizer close by as well so that I can just toss in my extra pieces in here as I'm building. So I do have this kind of just laying right here. But do you guys prefer paper bags or do you guys prefer plastic bags? I personally like the plastic bags way more than the paper bags. I feel like with the paper bags, sometimes like the pieces get stuck and I don't know, I just like the plastic. The plastic to me is just easier. So let me know what y'all like. We do have a sticker sheet. So we have one pretty big sticker sheet. Super cute. Instruction booklet. She's thick, she's fat. Yeah. Now, whenever I'm building, I like to use a little, I don't know, LED lamp, ring light, whatever y'all want to call it. I have to have one because for some reason I cannot see, especially too with these instruction booklets, like the glare with the light sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I have to angle it, but when I'm building, I need lots of light to be able to see everything. So I always just take my light and mine clips onto my desk and you can like move it. You can just kind of like angle it. So it's great for like videos, obviously for the lighting, but it's also great for like building. That's what I mainly use mine for, is the building, and it can go up, it can go down. So I'm just gonna kind of angle mine so that I can see as we're talking and as we're kind of getting to know each other, because you guys are my besties. Like what? Like we are gonna be doing some talking and just getting to know each other. So I kind of sucks that I don't have the Builder app, but I'm not opposed to the booklet. I'm not opposed to it. Don't get me wrong. It's gonna be my first set with a light brick. So this set does have a light brick. So this is gonna be my first time building with a light brick, which is pretty cool. Bags are laid out, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I'm gonna just kind of start off with just talking a little bit about like the basics, me, a little bit about me, where I'm from. So my name is Mia. That is my name on pretty much all of my platforms, is Mia. My real name is Samia. It's spelled S-A-M-I-A. That is my government name, Samia. I go by Mia just because that is my most common nickname. That is pretty much what everybody in my life calls me. I have other nicknames, but Mia is like my most common nickname. It's also very easy because a lot of times when people see my name written, they're like Samaya, like they butcher my name so bad, y'all. Like people butcher my name so bad. So Mia is just very easy, even though a lot of people butcher Mia too. Sometimes people call me Maya. I've had a lot of people call me Maya before too, but it's pronounced Mia. I'm 23 years old. I am from Maryland. Here in Maryland, we are surrounded by DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So it is called the DMV. That is where I'm from. I'm specifically from PG County, Maryland. So PG County, Maryland is like the blackest county in Maryland. At one point, we were the richest black county in the world. And now I think we're like number 2. But I grew up there. I lived there my whole life. I lived only about 20 minutes outside of DC. I would travel a lot to DC because my dad worked in DC. So spent a lot of time there too. And yeah, I've pretty much lived there my whole life. I don't live in PG County anymore. I live in a different county in Maryland. So I live closer to like the Baltimore side of Maryland. But I still live in the DMV, love the DMV, love being from the DMV. And yeah, I've pretty much been here my whole life. I am an only child. I grew up an only child most of my life. I do have step siblings now that both of my parents have remarried, but I pretty much grown up as an only child my whole life. So doing things by myself and having lots of hobbies was nothing ever really new to me, because when you grow up as an only child, you kind of have to learn how to play by yourself. You have to get comfortable doing things by yourself. And I was born doing things by myself. I didn't have siblings. Now, I do know what it's like to have siblings because I did grow up very close to my cousins. I was a cousin kid growing up. Like I was always hanging out with my cousins, like on both sides of my family. So I have cousins that I'm like super close with that I consider my siblings. Growing up, I always had lots of hobbies. I used to do lots of arts and crafts. My parents also got me a lot of gaming systems. So I played a lot of video games growing up as a kid. So a lot of the hobbies that you guys see me doing now, the things that I talk about and share on social media, are things that I have always done as a kid. I started creating content honestly at a really young age. When I was like super young, when I was like in like middle school, I used to like go over my friend's house and we used to make fake YouTube videos all the time. Like sometimes we would just make YouTube videos just for fun so that we could watch them, but sometimes we would make YouTube videos and we would post them online. I was always like the editor when it came to like the YouTube channels we had back in the day. I would always like record my friends, edit the videos. I had like a little fake YouTube channel, but again, honestly, like a lot of my content when I really started to realize I liked content was always for fun, because I would literally record and edit videos and like never post them. Like I would just keep them in my camera roll. Like that was like the stuff I used to do in middle school. I actually didn't start taking content seriously until college. When I went to college, I had made a friend group. My friend group really started with me and a friend of mine who we met in high school. And she had another friend that she known from high school that was going to the same college as us. And the three of us started a little friend group along with my college roommate. And we all four of us, we started a YouTube channel together. It actually blew up. Like it actually did really well when we were in college. We were doing like the typical like college stuff, the blind dates, the going around the campus asking people questions. Like we were doing literally all of that stuff. My friends and I, we did not continue our YouTube channel. As successful as we were with it, we did not decide to continue. I am still friends with everyone to this day. Let me just put that out there. We are all still friends. I'm still friends with everyone, but we just did not continue to go through with the YouTube channel. It was really because we all kind of like started to have different things kind of going on. I ultimately ended up dropping out of college, and so did my roommate. The two of us ended up dropping out after our first semester of sophomore year, while my other two friends decided to stay in college. So my roommate ended up moving back to her hometown. I ended up coming back home, and it was, we couldn't really still continue YouTube, but I still wanted to like obviously continue doing content. Now, when I was in college, my content was very fun. Aside from like the YouTube channel that I had with my friends, I had my own page. And I used to just like post whatever. Like I used to really just post a lot of like funny, comical type of content. And I had a pretty good account. Like my TikTok account had almost 10K until my account ended up getting hacked. Which was very ironic, honestly. Like my account, after I dropped out of school, my account ended up getting hacked, and I kind of felt like it was maybe like a sign to just kind of like let go my college life. Because when I came home, I was very depressed about dropping out of school. Let me tell you guys, I was very depressed. It was not an easy decision. So it was really hard for me. So when I moved back home, I just kept telling myself that I just wanted to kind of like let go of my college life. Like it was really fun, but it was like that was not my life anymore. I was entering a new chapter into my life. So when I was in college, I had like bright orangey hair. I had like, so when I came home, I had dyed my hair black. Like I just went back to like natural colored hair. My account got hacked, and I was like, instead of trying to get it back, I'm just going to start a new account. I'll just start fresh. Like I was really just kind of like trying to start fresh essentially. So when I moved back home from college, I ended up going back to my high school job that I had, which was working at Home Goods. I worked there for like 5 years. One of my favorite jobs. It was a really great job. I met a lot of really cool people working there. I miss it a lot too, so when I think about it. But I did work there, and then I would say about 3 months after being home, I ended up getting a job working as a paraprofessional, which is also like a teacher's assistant for 6th and 7th graders. So I decided to enter the teacher space, which so ironic too, because my dad's a teacher. But yeah, I ended up becoming a teacher's assistant, working with 6th and 7th graders, and I did that for about a year, and then I ended up finding another job. I've had other little jobs too. Like I used to work at Pandora, y'all. That was one of my favorite jobs too. Really enjoyed working there. But yeah, so after I came home, became a teacher, started working doing that. I got my first apartment. Like I did all of this in less than a year. Like I got my first apartment, moved out of my parents' house, and then I ended up quitting, becoming a teacher, got a job, which is my current job. I work as a career resource specialist. So I help people with disabilities find jobs. It's a very great, fulfilling job. But yeah, I pretty much like did that. And yeah, I do teach high school students about like just career development and like figuring out what they want to do after high school. So we talk about if they want to go to trade school, if they want to go to college, if they want to start a business, and I kind of help them come up with plans on what to do after they graduate high school. I help them with finding internships, finding first jobs, like a lot of like basically like working in the community. It's a really, really great job. It's a very fulfilling job as well. And I've been doing that for almost 2 years now, which is crazy. I've been doing that for almost 2 years. But yeah, so that's kind of like my job. And then on the side, I do content. I also have a business. So a lot of times people see me with flowers. I do have a business. It's a floral business. It's like a gift shop. It is home-based. I'm hoping that one day I can either get a storefront or a mobile store or something. I do have big dreams of like really taking my business like to the next step. So yes, I do have a business as well. If you guys want to follow my pages, I do have a YouTube channel for that business. I have a TikTok and Instagram, the whole nine, for everything business related. And yeah, I just pretty much do content. My content is just something that I do for fun on the side. My content is, like I said earlier, it's so much different from what I was doing when I was in school. My content is definitely more intentional. My content before was not intentional. It was really just me playing around. Like my stuff was always just like for fun. But my content is definitely a lot more intentional, but it's also different. It's more focused on my hobbies and the things that I like to do. I do have a lot of hobbies that I enjoy, and I also really love to shop. I am a big shopper. I love shopping. So that is also what my content is kind of centered around, and traveling, which is something that I'm trying to get more into. I'm really trying to definitely travel more as well. So that's kind of like what I currently do. I started Lego building. I started taking my hobbies like more serious, not in like a way where it's like a chore, but I just started taking them like a little bit more seriously because I have PCOS. I have talked about this on TikTok before, but I will share a little bit about it on my YouTube channel too. But I do have PCOS. So I found out about my PCOS when I was 16 years old. And for anybody who doesn't know what PCOS is, specifically the men out there who may not know what it is, PCOS is basically just hormonal imbalance where women's hormones are just out of whack, and it causes us to have a lot of crazy like challenges with our bodies. Sometimes you will see women who have mustaches, beards, lots of hair on their face. That is caused from PCOS. I hate when I see a woman with facial hair and people are making fun of a woman. You guys don't understand. PCOS is not easy. It causes us to have weight gain. It makes it really hard for us to do certain things. It really affects a woman's body through and through. And I have been suffering with PCOS since I was 16 years old. I found out about it when I was in high school because it was like two main things that caused me to kind of like figure it out, which was one, I had a friend of mine who was kind of like making fun of me. I don't think she meant it in a harmful way, but she would always point out the fact that I had hair growing on my neck, and she would always like want to like pluck my hairs. And I used to get really irritated because I'm like, girl, like stop. But I didn't really know why I had hair on my neck, why I was growing hair on my neck. And then also too, because of my hormonal acne, because like I said, hormonal imbalance, it causes our hormones to be out of whack. So my acne was really bad. It was really bad on my face, but it was mainly really, really bad on my like chest and on my back. I had really, really bad body acne and like nothing was working. Like the dermatologist was prescribing me like these medicated like body washes that were not working. Like it was like all over the place. So my doctor was like, we're going to put you on birth control because that's what's going to help. And I got on birth control. It did help me in my earlier stages, but as I got older, it just wasn't really doing anything for me. But that was kind of like when I found out about PCOS. Now, with my PCOS being like when it happened to me that young, like I said, my only struggles were really just like acne. Like those were like my main struggles. When I dropped out of school, when I started to notice that the symptoms were really getting bad. Like they were really starting to get bad. It kind of started with obviously like depression. Like I had mentioned, I was super depressed about having to drop out of college. I just felt like I was disappointing my parents, like I was wasting their money. Like I was so depressed and I didn't know how to tell them. So like my entire first semester of college, I literally was like skipping my classes. I was only in my room. I would go to my room and I would just be in my room all day. I would just literally be doing that, not going to class, not hanging out with my friends. And I had noticed that my weight was starting to increase. So around that time, my friend and I ended up going to the gym together. We were going to different gyms. We both even got personal trainers. And I was going to the gym, and by the time we had got the personal trainer, I was like fully like out of school, I'm pretty sure at that time. But I had noticed that her and I were going to the gym and I was working out, but I was not losing any weight. And that was when I really started to notice the PCOS was getting bad, because I knew I was in a very bad depressive state. But then when it was time for me to like really try to like work out, because I noticed that I was gaining weight, I couldn't lose the weight. That was what was like the problem. I wasn't losing the weight. I had a personal trainer. I was like doing everything that I could and I wasn't losing the weight. And I kind of like have like that PCOS belly that some girls talk about. I definitely have a belly. Like you would think I was pregnant. No, it's PCOS. It's like, I was like, my belly's getting big, but I'm not losing the weight. What's going on? Like, what is going on? Like, literally, what's going on? So I started like going to the gym. Nothing was working, to the point where I literally exploded. I have been skinny my whole life. Like, it's only been the last 3 years, maybe 4 years where I've been this size, like where I've been like on the thicker side. I have been skinny my whole life. So I literally went from being 120 pounds to 230 pounds like that. Like it was insane. And a lot of the biggest misconception about PCOS and women with, and just women who are overweight, or just people who are overweight in general. A lot of people think that people who are overweight, or just like specifically women with PCOS, that we're big because of our eating habits. And that is 100% not true. That is not true. A lot of us struggle with eating. I know I struggled with eating. I would go days where I was only eating 1 meal a day, or whatever the case may be. Because like for me, I love eating fruit. I love eating salads. Like I eat those things on a regular, and I still was gaining weight. I was exercising. I was still gaining weight. And that's the crazy thing about PCOS. And that was my struggle, because I had gained so much weight. Like I said, I exploded. I just felt like I was so insecure. I was like, oh my gosh, people are going to be like, oh my gosh, she's such a fat bitch. Like, she's so fucking big. Like, she needs to stop eating. Like, and don't get me wrong, the PCOS definitely did cause me to have bad eating habits. I don't think, but my weight was not only because of eating. Like, that was definitely not the case. So I was just in a really bad depressive state for a long time. And I just wanted to find things to help me help me with being happy, like just to really help increase my mood. So I pretty much ended up getting back into reading. I was already getting back into reading a little bit before college. Like, I would say after like my first semester of freshman year was when I really started to get back into reading as an adult, or like a young adult. So that's when I really started to like lock in with my reading. But as my PCOS started to get really bad and I was like noticing that I was like essentially like depressed, that was when I was like, okay, I need to like find little things to help me with my happiness and also my stress, because my doctor had noticed that my stress levels were like really, really high and that I was just like really stressed and there was a lot of things going on. And she was like, you need to find things that you can do to help you de-stress. So that was when I had got back into reading. And then ultimately I started to find other little hobbies that I enjoyed that helped me with my stress. One of those things being Lego. I started building Legos and I've been having a great time so far. It's only been a couple of months. I don't know how many months it's been, but it's only been a few months, and I'm pretty sure it's been like 5 or 6 months since I started Lego building, but I have been quite literally enjoying myself so far. And I really love the Lego community too. Personally, this might be a hot take, but I personally feel like the Lego community is 10 times more welcoming than the book community. I did start, so like I told you guys, my account got hacked. My TikTok account got hacked. So when I decided to start a new account, I decided to start making content related to books because that was what I was using as my hobby to help me de-stress, whatever the case may be. But I felt like it was really hard to grow into book talk because of it being filled with drama, but also because like it was just, I don't know, like it was mainly just a lot of drama going on book talk and stuff. Now, I still made really good book talk friends, don't get me wrong. Like I still have pretty good book talk friends that I follow, and I still make book content. Like just because there's drama and there's haters out there didn't stop me from like wanting to do it. But I'm just comparing it to like the Lego community. I just feel like excuse me, that the Lego community is much more welcoming and an easier place to have community than it is on book talk, in my personal opinion. But that was just like kind of like where things kind of like started to pick up for me when I did start doing my content again. I kind of decided to go into like the space of talking about books, and from there I just kind of started building my page centered around my hobbies and the things that I like to do. I like spending money. I can't lie. I like to go shopping, and when I go shopping, I spend what I like to spend. Can't nobody tell me otherwise. I love shopping. Like I've always been that way though. So I'm an only child, so if I want something, I'm gonna get it. Like I'm sorry, like I can't wait on other people. Like I'm gonna go get it. I have a lot of goals set for myself, things on like continuing content. I really do my content for fun because it's really just like my outlet. Like I really just like, this is what I use as my outlet. I do really want to start getting more into doing content centered around PCOS to help other people who are probably going through similar things just like me, or whatever the case may be. So those are definitely things that I plan on doing in the future. I also plan on doing more things with my business and increasing that, working on some big projects. I actually am currently working on my second business, so I will be announcing another business hopefully in the next year to 2 years. I will be announcing my next business, which I'm really excited for. I already know what it's going to be. I already have a name, so that is really exciting. I want you guys to let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see from me in the future, because I really want to start taking my content more seriously. Even though I want to take it more seriously, everything that I do is honestly out of pure joy and happiness. Like this is just fun to me. But when I say serious, I mean just being more consistent, because I always find myself to lack consistency sometimes, where I could be doing something and then I could stop because I can find myself in these like depressive states when my mental health is just not doing the best. And I try to do these things to try to hold myself accountable with just my consistency and to prevent myself from falling in depressive states. So let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see from me. Do you guys enjoy Lego videos? Do you guys want book videos, travel videos? Those are all videos I plan on doing. But if you guys have any other type of videos you guys want to see from me, definitely let me know. I also want to start live streaming a little bit more too. I typically live stream or go live the most over on my business page because I'm constantly like creating my flower arrangements on live. So I tend to do that the most, but also just showing you guys some love and doing lives more often when it comes down to like my hobbies. So going on TikTok live more, even maybe doing some lives here on YouTube, whatever the case may be. So let me know or if those are things you guys want to see from me too. It's literally hot as hell in Maryland right now, and my boyfriend and I, we live next to a 7-Eleven, and he went there to go see if he could get an icy, and they're literally closed because there's a power outage. The last time we were there, they were out of Slurpees. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need a Slurpee right now, like literally. Guys, so this is pretty much where we are at. So this is like the piece that's going to go on top of the machine, and then we're going to have the little like Pac-Man on top. So I'm just going to finish this up. I just have to like finish this part, and then I'm going to kind of stop here because I do need to run to the store. So I will be back at it hopefully tomorrow, and we're going to definitely finish bag 2, but maybe try to push through and get all the way down to bag 6. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, so I'm back checking in with you guys. So it is a whole week later. I started building last weekend. It is now the next weekend, and we are going to be getting back at it. Honestly, I've learned for me personally, I can't build throughout the week. Like, I just can't do it. I have a business and a job, so I'm just busy, busy, busy. And then when I get off of work, personally, I don't have the energy to build after work. I honestly wish I did. I see a lot of people who I follow on TikTok who have full time jobs like me, have busy schedules, but they love building at night. For some reason, I can't build at night. I've always kind of felt like that the same when it came down to like books. I cannot read at night. Like I get tired quickly. So I have to like build during the day in the morning time. It's currently 11:37 and we're about to start building. Today is Sunday, so I thought I would spend my Sunday working on this Pac-Man Arcade, and I'm really excited. So I did get my iPad. I did go to my mom's and get my iPad, but the Pac-Man Arcade instructions are not the 3D instructions on the Builder app. They are just the PDF instructions. So we are going to be strictly building and just using the instruction booklet. Honestly, I think we're just going to go ahead and just continue to use the booklet. And yeah, so where I had left off, this is where I pretty much had left off when I last talked to you guys. This was literally just the top of the machine, and the little Pac-Man go on top and they like move. So we got this part done. Like literally, I think this was all of just bag 1. So we are going to continue today. I'm just going to build for a couple of hours today. So I don't know how many bags we're going to get through, but we're just going to build for a few hours. My camera is actually about to die, which kind of sucks. So I'm going to do a little bit of building, and I'm going to come back and check in with you guys. And then maybe later on we'll do like a time lapse. As you can see, I'm wearing some Shrek merchandise right now because I actually just finished building the Shrek brick heads. Let me show you guys. They're over here on my bookshelf. Some content for TikTok, so I decided to build the Shrek brick heads because I had just got this shirt from Five Below, and I already had this Shrek bonnet. I get all of my bonnets from Hot Topic, and I love them. I have a Spider-Man one, I have a Coraline one, I have this Shrek one, and I think the next one I really want to get from them is they have a Twilight one, a Tiana one, and maybe like, I don't know. Those are like the 2 main ones I know for sure I want, but I don't know what else they have that's like new because the bonnet styles and designs change constantly, so I gotta go back and see. But I got my little Shrek bonnet on with my shirt to go ahead and match the fact that I was putting this set together. So this is how they turned out. So freaking cute. This is
Shrek. And then we have Donkey. How cute. And last but not least, we have Gingy. So how freaking cute is that? I mean, so cute and adorable. My first brickheads, I've never built brickheads before. I have brickheads in my collection, but that was like the first one I decided to build. When I first got into Legos, I used to hate brickheads. I used to think the brickheads were so ugly to me, but they have grown on me so much. And I think it's because Lego is coming out with some really, really cool ones. Cause like I've been like so hesitant on like the Stranger Things ones, the Harry Potter ones. I've been so hesitant. Maybe I'll get them, I don't know, but I'm starting to really love brickheads, and they were really easy and quick to build. So it's great if like you want to build something but you don't want to build something big, or you just don't have a lot of time because like maybe you want to build something before you go out or something. Brickheads are honestly perfect. They're super easy, super quick, and they're so freaking cute. So had a lot of fun building that. But now we're gonna go ahead and hop right into this Pac-Man Arcade. So we're gonna go ahead and start on bag 2 where I left off. I'm probably gonna watch maybe some TV or something on my iPad as I build, but I'm gonna check in with you guys in a little bit after I let my camera charge. So I'll see you guys a little soon. Okay guys, I wanna just let you guys know where I'm at right now because I think I'm gonna stop here. It's like about to be 2 o'clock and I'm gonna stop here and we will continue some more bags whenever. I don't know when, but whenever I get a chance. So I left off, I just finished bag 5, so the next bag is bag 6. We're on page 135. This is how much I've done. This is how much that's left. This is where we're gonna stop. So we'll continue with bag 6. Now, as I was doing bag 4, I forgot these 2 pieces. Now, these 2 pieces definitely, I think, needed to go somewhere. I don't know for a fact if these are extra pieces. I feel like I accidentally forgot to place these somewhere, but it's fine because I was still able to lay everything perfectly fine. But I was a little concerned, and I didn't really want to go back because it looks like it's fine, but I definitely for a fact those needed to go somewhere. But this is what we have so far. This is like the bottom half of the machine. I think the Technic pieces are going to slowly start to come in, especially once we do the entire backside of the machine and like, you know, the moving parts, because it is going to it is going to eventually be moving. But we do have this part here, if you guys can see this. I did install this part, which is good. Like right here, this looks really, really nice. Like this is where we put the light brick at. So that's really, really cool. So this is awesome. This is so awesome. It's gonna be so much fun. Cannot wait to continue. And I already know what the Easter egg is. It's like in the back of the machine. So I've seen other people build this, so that's how I know. But I'm really excited for that part. But that's not gonna be till like almost the end. But so far so good. It's also very sturdy as well. It's very, very sturdy. So I have a lot of confidence in like transporting this and not having a whole lot of issues when I decide to move. So yeah, I am really happy with where we are at. So yeah, we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna see you guys in the next couple of days when we continue building. Because oh honey, this part took me it really didn't take me that long, but it just took me a little second because after I finished the front of this and then I attached it, it was saying in the instruction booklet that it should start to move, and I was moving it and nothing was moving, y'all. Nothing was moving. I was like, hold on. So when I looked in the back, it was Right here is like the part that is like helping it move. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to like zoom in. Actually, let me like change the angles. Okay, so like right here was where I got a little messed up. Okay, so essentially what happened was, I'm trying to see how I can like show you guys because I'm kind of holding it. Okay. So right here was where it got a little messed up. So this piece here, I just had to like scoot it closer because it was like pushed back. And then like since it's like pushed back, you see it's not like connecting and moving. So all I had to do was push this up and it's moving. Hold on. There we go. It's moving, right? Right. But I had this piece right here. I had it backwards. So this, because it was backwards, it was not connecting to the blue piece here. And that was why the whole entire thing wasn't really moving. So now I fixed it. I had to take the whole thing off and then pull it apart. But thankfully, I didn't have to take too many pieces apart or anything like that to like fix it or anything. But now that that's attached the right way, now we have the entire like front of the arcade on and it moves. Ah, I'm so happy. Can y'all see it? Hold on. Get this a little heavy. Y'all see that? Y'all see? And it's moving smoothly too because I had noticed while building it was moving a little wonky. So we got that. We also have this part at the very top as well. So that's where we're at. I'm currently on bag 11. We're almost done with bag 11. And then we have 4 more bags after this. So I might low-key take a little bit of a break. I'm getting a little tired. I don't know, y'all. We're going to see. But 11, we have 4 bags left. And pretty much if you're thinking about building this set, I was writing down how the bags are. So bags 1 through 5 are going to be the base. It's going to be primarily the base of the machine and then the part that goes on top. So those are going to be bags 1 through 5. And then bags 6 through 10 are going to be your Technic. But to be honest, it's going to be a little bit of bag 11. Bag 11 has a little bit of Technic pieces in it as well, but pretty much bags 6 through 11 are going to be your Technic pieces. So 6 through 11, y'all need to be paying attention. You need to pay close attention because you can easily mess up and have to like go back, kind of like I did. I had to go back just a few times, but those are going to be your primarily your Technic pieces. And then the rest of the bags, which is probably going to be bags 12 through 14, are going to be just us finishing up like the base and connecting everything else. And yeah. And also probably the Easter egg that goes in the back as well. So I'm about to go ahead and finish bag 11. I might take a little bit of a breaky break and then we'll come back and try to get the last bags done because I would like to finish this today. So let's get back and let's finish. Guys. Oh, it's like, no. Can we see? Oh, period. I am all finished. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired. I'm a little tired after all those bags. It was a little more than 10 bags that I had, but yeah, I'm a little tired. But we are all finished. It came out really, really great. So we're gonna kind of get into a little bit of a review and talk a little bit about this set, especially if you are someone who is looking to get this set. So like I mentioned earlier, with the bags 1 through 5 are gonna be like the base. It's gonna be from about here. Let's see. It's going to be from about here down. So like kind of where the sticker starts down. So those are going to be like bags 1 through 5. Bags 6 through 11 are going to be more of the Technic pieces. So you're going to be kind of creating this portion here, getting everything to properly move correctly. And then bags 12 through 14 are just going to be finishing the base and everything. And also the Easter egg. So first things first, I absolutely love this set. This set, honestly, if I could like put into words how long this took me, I would say, or like actually count how many days this took me. I would say about 4 days, because I checked in with you guys twice, and then yesterday I worked on just a couple bags. I only did 2 bags yesterday, and then today I finished off all the bags. So in total it was like 4 days, even though it's been dragged out through week by week. But 4 days it took me. You can definitely do this in one sitting. Like, I feel like if you dedicate like 1 day to just kind of start this, someone can definitely probably finish this in one sitting. But if you like to take your time like me, then it'll probably take you around the same days that it took me, which was about 4 days or so. But yeah, this looks amazing. First of all, it looks absolutely amazing. You got your little like joystick kind of thing here, the buttons here, the light brick that lights that piece up, that bottom part. My pros and cons with this set. So I would say my one con that I have now that the set is completely finished is going to be this top portion. I love that this part moves, but I don't like how it's not really stable on the machine. This does not connect to anything. So that's the only thing I don't like. Unless I built this wrong. I don't think I did. I don't think I did anything wrong. I'm gonna go and check online, but I'm pretty sure I didn't do this part wrong. But I kind of don't like that. It just kind of like, I mean, it has like the pieces here to kind of keep it in its like spot, but it's not like attached to it, so you want to be very careful as you're like moving it around and stuff like that. But I mean, it is still really, really cool. I'm assuming it's because maybe some people don't want it on top or something. I don't really know, but I would have loved for this to just kind of like be placed in there to be a little bit more sturdier. So that was really the only thing that I had. To be honest, the Technic portion of this set really was not a con for me, because I feel like after experiencing what it's like to actually build a Technic, I know what type of like patience and like paying attention, like what that all kind of consists of when you are building a Technic. So if you are not a huge fan of Technics, then maybe this could be like an okay build for you, because it has that Technic elements to it, but it's not as bad as an actual Technic, which was what I was kind of saying earlier. So I honestly, if I were to recommend a set to somebody, especially someone that in the future would want to get into building Technics, this is a perfect set to build. This is a perfect set to build because it's got just like I said, those small Technic elements to it. So this would be a great recommendation for someone who actually like is new to Lego building, but like later down the line they want to like really get into Technics. Because like, for example, like when I first got into Lego building, my boyfriend wanted to get a set to build as well, and he started with a Technic, and I kept telling him, I was like, I keep hearing that these sets are not easy to build, and he ended up building half of it, and it sat unbuilt for months. Like literally it has been sitting unbuilt for months, to the point where we're actually going to be getting rid of that set. But as a beginner, I probably would have recommended this. Even though it's a bigger set, I still would have recommended this before actually jumping into a Technic. But the Technic elements are really not that bad. It's really not that hard. I would say my only other con would be 3D instructions. Like I desperately needed 3D instructions for this, because there were some parts where I had it right, but if the instructions were 3D, I probably wouldn't have had to move things around, because there were times as I was building this where I had to take things apart and go back just a little bit. Not like I had to go back a whole lot, but I had to go back just a little bit every once in a while building this set. So that was the only other thing, is that I genuinely wish Lego would have had 3D instructions for this set. Again, I don't know if that's going to be for everybody. I just know for me, when I scanned my booklet on the Builder app, the instructions came as PDF instructions. So with that and the booklet, I mean, I mainly use the booklet, but 3D instructions would have been really great because of all the different like building elements that this set has. Other than that though, a lot of pros. I mean, I have so many pros. I love how many moving parts this set has. Again, with the top being able to move, with the Pac-Man little characters, all that moving. Your joystick here moves, and then you have your button here at the bottom that turns on that little light brick piece. I'm trying to hold it up so you guys can see a little bit, but Hopefully y'all can see that. So I love all of the moving parts. I love color. That is one of my biggest things with Lego sets is I love a good set with color. With lots of color, bright colors, it just also makes the building experience and the display just look so beautiful and just so fun. So I love all of the colors. It's obviously got like primary colors. So yellow, blue, and red, those are primary colors. So I love it. Honestly, had so much fun with this. Now on the back side, this is what the back of the machine kind of looks like, and I'm gonna kind of like angle the camera down just a little bit so you guys can see a little bit. But this is the back side, so it's got this little piece here where you can just kind of pull it back and it opens up the back of the machine. So in the back, obviously you can see all those Technic things kind of going on back there. So this is kind of what the back looks like. You can see all the like little Technic stuff going on back there. So when you get to this part, again, these are going to be bags 6 through 11. Take your time. Take your time because you don't want to mess up. But I really love the little Easter egg back here. So the little Easter egg is a little minifig who is playing on a miniature Pac-Man arcade. And to be honest, as small as this is, and especially with this being the last thing that gets built, it was honestly my favorite. I can't even lie. I absolutely enjoyed building this, especially like building the miniature arcade. Like this came out so freaking cute. She's holding like a coin to put in the machine. You got the little tiny machine, the trash can, her chair. Like literally all of this looks so cute. I freaking love this. And this can sit in the back of the machine. If you don't want it to sit in the back, you don't have to. But I just thought that was literally the coolest thing. I already knew about the Easter egg. But that was just so freaking cute. And then you can kind of just close it back like that. And there you have it. Very cute, very fun. I mean, I'm so glad that I'm finished, y'all. I'm so mother freaking glad I'm finished because I got more sets to build for y'all. Like I have so many freaking sets that I need to build for you guys. And honestly, get used to seeing me like this, because one thing about me, you guys, I'm very much me. And I be getting on camera looking hot ass mess sometimes. Like I just be getting on the camera with my bonnet on, because this is how I be when I'm at home, and I'm just authentically me, and this is how I am when I'm just at home chilling. Like I don't always get dolled up for the camera and stuff like this. So y'all gonna see me when I'm building at home in the comfort of my home with my little pajamas on, bonnet on, and we building, okay? In the next video, because we are gonna be building a big set. Do you guys want to see the set that we're gonna be building in the next video? Let me go grab it. Harry Potter Diagon Alley. This is going to be my next build for the YouTube channel. So we will be building this next. I am super excited. This is the miniature scale of Diagon Alley. I know Lego has like a larger scale one. This is like the miniature scale. And I honestly got this set too because I felt like I was going to really enjoy building it, because I really enjoyed Minecraft sets with like the smaller pieces. It's just like art sets that I'm not a big fan of with the little tiny pieces. But I really enjoy Minecraft sets, and a lot of Minecraft sets have like smaller pieces. So I felt like I was going to really enjoy this build. Plus, somebody on TikTok has been begging me to build this. Somebody was asking me on TikTok, have I built it yet? So I was like, you know what? We'll make this the next build. So if you guys want to see me build this set, not this video. If you want to see me build this set, make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and also comment some of the sets that you guys want to see me build, whether it's a set I have or a set that I don't have. If there's any sets that y'all want to see me build, let me know. I am planning like 2 big Lego hauls coming really soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I'm very, very consistent on TikTok, so make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok. I do post a lot of smaller build videos over there as well, so make sure you guys go follow me over there. But I'm really excited to build this in the next video, and I'm just also really excited that this build was a lot of fun and it came out super nice. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.